Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. I don't know. Um, yeah, markets big sell off today across the board. Not much is really up. Looks like bonds are up. Bonds and the dollar's flat. But we'll go through this. We'll do our daily technical analysis of gold and silver. We'll go through the charts, see what the charts are saying. They do not look pretty. I took a quick peek at them, and we'll go through it here together. So here we go. I'll give you my financial opinion. This is the DXY. It's flat. We are up against this basically resistance line, and we'll see where the dollar goes. We go to the daily candlesticks on the DXY, and we are up against this resistance line. And that's this resistance line going across here and all the way across, all the way back here. But dollar flat, the 10-year yield does look like it's ready to reverse. And yield was down 1.41%. This is at a resistance area. So if we were to back out on the 10-year yield, it's this resistance line going across. We've got one hit there, another hit here, and we're hitting it right now. We'll see if we break through it. We'll see if we bounce and turn back down lower. Lots and lots of fear in the market. So I would suspect that bonds to go up and yields to go down if this is a sustaining valid fear. Commodities selling off. I left it in the rising wedge formation. If they are selling off and breaking to the downside, we could see further downside here for commodities and other related stocks. The overall markets also do not look very, very well. Gold is still above its support area or support line, but it is pulling on back. And we'll see how far of this pullback it goes. Silver also getting shell-shocked right at the support line. And we'll see if this support line holds. We'll have to watch and see. Platinum getting sold off, but putting in a hammer pattern, which typically is bullish. With all of the fear and with all the fear in the market right now, people are very fearful. And seeing a bullish candlestick like this, they'll be like, no, it's going to go and it's going to sell off today. But guys, I'm not selling anything. I'm still riding through all this. As tough as it is, maybe I just am missing that risk gene, like I always have. But it's still on support over support here. Let me delete this little one out there. But this is the support line going through. We're still above the support line for platinum. And we'll see where this goes. But, down here, this is where I was buying like heck. We've come back down, and let's see if this slingshot's higher or not tomorrow. XE to goal ratio looking absolutely dreadful. It's selling off for the miners. Our support lines down here, that's what it looks like we're going after. And looking at the stocks, it is not much better. We do have this pattern, which is bearish. This guy here, and we could come back to levels with more downside. EXK selling off pretty strong. Let's see if this bottom of this support holds. Otherwise, we may head all the way back down. If we head all the way back down to this level somewhere in this range, yeah, it's game on for me in terms of buying. And I'm not buying into this weakness, guys. I have to wait for it to reverse and turn around. So right now, we've got lots of weakness on the miners. I'd like to see some buying pressure before jumping in front of this falling knife. This is a train. Sometimes, we came on down, we paused, and then the selling pressure continued. It usually comes in waves. You get this wave here, and then we'll get another wave, and then it will end eventually. But right now, the selling pressure's on. SILJ looking pretty bad. This guy it's breaking through supports, and it could fall further. We've got GDX also breaking through the support area like a hot knife through butter. And let me. I'm just trying to delete this one little thin line out of here if I can get it. There we go. But that is falling lower. I would wait for the momentum to subside before jumping in front of this train. A lot of momentum here. MMNGF selling off. It's got a little wick at the bottom, but again, a lot of momentum. And these explorers, yeah, you don't want to be hanging out. You don't want to be hanging out in explorers with tons of money during a downturn like this. Koya Resource coming back. Again, I haven't sold any of my shares, guys. I'm just holding through it. Discovery Silver selling off, pulling back. Looks like we've got there's some support through this range there, around this general vicinity of about 90 cents dollar. So we're coming up to that support range. AG, First Majestic Silver, blowing through the support area, selling off, and we could be heading more towards a $6-ish area. The momentum is strong here in all of these. Newmont selling off, coming back to support. We'll see if that support holds. Momentum is strong to the downside. Mag Silver selling off, breaking through its support area with a good, strong selling pressure. And again, we could head and come back even further to the downside. AUY, yeah, pulling on back just like the rest of the crew. This thing's kind of been, I mean, it's up there compared to the other guys. Impact Silver, for the most part, this is a win. We're down 0.45%, but basically a flat day there. Aftermath Silver selling off. Again, this is still in a downtrend. Just be careful here. This is a company I am watching, but we could come back even. This could pull back quite a bit. Arcana Silver, right at that support line. We'll see if this support line holds. 13 cents is that support line. Back that it's hit a couple of times, and it's dipped down below it to 2 cents. Wow. So maybe we get a huge sell-off dip, which we're experiencing. PLG selling off, another one that's selling off quite large. And we are still above support on this, but the momentum's to the downside, guys, so I would be patient. This is the second portion of the double booty bottom, and sometimes they'll dip. They may even dip below this low here. It's possible to dip below 95 cents. And the other low here was maybe about 95 cents. So we might see a 95-cent print on a slingshot low where it scares everybody out. It's possible. Siboney Stillwater coming up to support the royalty companies. We've got Sandstorm Gold selling off, breaking through some support. We still have support underneath it down here in the 580s, 575, 565 range. We'll see if that holds. Franco-Nevada selling off. It's right on the support line, and we'll see if that holds. We have another support line down here. If we break 127, that's not a good thing. EMX royalty, obviously selling off below this support line, and then our next support line is the blue line at $1.50. So we'll see if we go down there or not. Teuton Resources selling off $1.35. It is shedding its price, and this could be kind of that last dip. Could be. Wheaton Precious Metals, and it's a ABC correction. What I mean by that last dip. Wheaton Precious Metals selling off. We're still above support, and we'll see if that support holds. Gold Royalty getting hit hard in the face, down 9.3%. Metallo Royalty down. It's got a hammer pattern, at least that's a positive, but again, we are dipping below these support lines, and we'll see what happens. Mavericks Metals. So this is a broken uptrend here. Maybe I had on logarithmic when I drew it. And we are coming, and we could fall further to the downside here, guys. Lots of selling pressure, lots of fear. It is a hammer candlestick to some degree. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Royal Gold selling off. Above all the support, though. A Cisco Gold Royalty selling off. Breaking this support line coming up. We do have more support. There's a strong support line Hopefully I can draw it. It's like somewhere in this range here. If I got to move it up. Maybe like right there as I'm seeing the support there. So scrolling back in, the next support level is down here where this line's at. We break that, this could be in a new downtrend, which means that a change, this change could be coming. But we're not there yet. And then we got the support line here. We're dilly-dallying back and forth for Altius Minerals Corporation. But large selling pressure across the board, guys. And I'm wearing a red shirt. I don't know if I just chose this shirt. Red day to day. And it wasn't on purpose. But selling pressure across the board. Commodities all sold off. We had all the stock market sold off. Everything's selling off. Lots of fear in the market. The VIX was up. That is volatility. VIX was up 15%. That's what this is here. There's the VIX way up there for volatility, and that's pretty high historically, but it's not, it's not an all-time high or anything like that. But it's up there for volatility, and I mean, we could break up there, but yeah, I haven't sold anything. I'm still holding on, guys. The conditions are still all intact. That's what I'm saying. Short term, though, it's a heck of a lot of selling pressure. It is a heck of a lot of selling pressure, and again, I know it's rough, and I'm even looking at it. I'm not concerned for myself. I'm more concerned for everyone else because, I don't want everybody to get scared out. And I'm still of the belief that the market conditions are still there. The demographic is still there. Everything's still there. Short term, though, it's one heck of a ride. It's one heck of a ride. We've sold off quite a bit in the past, 4 or 5 trading sessions, and it's been one heck of a ride. And I took it on the chin today, that's for sure, with a lot of my oil stocks, because that's where I'm heavily loaded. So I've been kind of dodging it a little bit since, I've got some uranium that's been pulling back, but my oil's really kept me up. But oil got smoked today. So yeah, I took it on the chin today, just like everyone else. But again, I'm sticking with it. And I'll let you know if I change my mind, if I were, but the doubt hasn't creeped in yet. It's just been, I don't like seeing big down days like this. Just like all you guys. So give me a thumbs up for the content. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Ride this commodity bull market up. I don't think this commodity bull market's over. Not in the medium to long term. In this short term, though, it is very painful. I'm feeling it too. And I'm going to ride through it. That's kind of what my take is. I know some people will be like, you're going to ride it on the way down. It's like, oh, God, guys. I don't need to hear it from everyone. I'm going to ride through it. I still think the fundamentals are intact. I still think everything looks good, and that this is a sell-off across the board. That's what's happening. So long-term, medium-term, I think we'll be all fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. If you guys want to, check out my website. The Platinum membership gets you access to everything. If that sounds interesting, definitely sign up. We can ride this bull market together, even though it's a hard ride. And again, guys, I'm not trading in and out. I'm just riding this thing straight up. No leverage, riding it up higher or lower in the short term, if that's the case. All right, guys, we'll catch you next time. This is Finding Value.